Well, as Ed mentioned a little earlier, the price of Bitcoin is booming right now. Fresh all-time high today, trading above 69,000 US dollars before falling off sharply, more than $100,000 in Australia. Let's go here to Caroline Bowler, Chief Executive of BTC Markets. She knows all about these things. Why, Caroline? That's the question everybody wants to know. Why has it gone so high so fast?
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for having me. I think what we've seen is an accumulation of interest on the back of the ETF announcement. Certainly, what we saw over the previous calendar year of 2023, we saw a slow accumulation happen as institutionals who are planning to launch their ETF start to accumulate. Or certainly, that's what the trend suggests. And that built up into a head of steam, which we saw particularly in January of this year when the ETFs were announced. And so we're seeing the momentum trade coming off the back of that. What we've also seen is a large amount of leverage positions, which is basically trading on credit. And those leverage positions have also helped balloon out the price of Bitcoin over the past month or so.
So is there any parallel here? Because gold is hitting all-time record highs as well as Bitcoin at the same time. There's even suggestion the two might be almost mixed up in this suggestion of the US Federal Reserve cutting interest rates sometime soon.
Well, if I can quote the research done by a lady called Noel Atchison, she is a former researcher for CoinDesk. Her research suggests that both the crypto trade and the gold trade are based on a hedging against what they're seeing as geopolitical threats in other parts of the world, and taking it away from the US dollar, which is the previous point of safety. So it's an interesting trend that we're seeing coming through in these markets.
Okay, the other thing that also is happening is that there could be a halving in April of Bitcoin. In other words, these events always do have the impact of raising the price of the cryptocurrency, largely because it's always going to have the same number of cryptocurrencies around the place, 21 million.
That's right. So this has traditionally been, I suppose, a trigger point, if you like, for a market move in Bitcoin. Generally, what we've seen in the months after a halving event, that the market goes bullish, I suppose, as it's known kind of colloquially in the trade. So certainly the expectation is that Bitcoin will follow that trend after April in this year. So even though we're seeing these kind of movements now, and we're seeing the price increase, the expectation is that we'll see further activity of a similar vein post-April.
I'll tell you what, good to have you on the program as always. Caroline Bowler from BTC Markets, the Chief Executive there. And it really is fascinating just to see the big moves in the cryptocurrencies. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.